Mobile games have really come into their own in recent years, with tons of great new games released every month. The only issue is that the Google Play Store is still a mess, so finding upcoming Android games can be an absolute nightmare. Before of that, don't forget to subscribe our channel. Then click the notification bell to updates the next video. And comment down below if you want a game should be included in top 10 list. Hi Cody fam. Here are 10 best upcoming Android games this 2021 in categories like adventure, action, and more. Have a look and get ready to mark your calendars. Please watch and enjoy. Have you always wanted to jump into a massive battle royale set in the Final Fantasy VII universe? No? Well, too bad, because this upcoming Android game from Square Enix is exactly that. Set 30 years before the events of the original game. This shooter will put you in the shoes of a soldier candidate to battle it out in iconic game locations. Beyond just shooting, you gain access to several magical abilities like shielding, healing, and even summoning. It's probably not what fans were hoping for, but the game itself does look solid. Expect it to land on Android and iOS later in 2021. Those looking for a more traditional experience can also check out Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, which is essentially a modernized mobile remake of the original split into episodes like Final Fantasy VII Remake. The first episode won't be landing until 2022, with no news on later episodes. Path of Exile was first released back in 2013, but constant updates and attention from developer Grinding Gear Games has kept the game relevant and popular all these years later. Now, a mobile version is on the way, and it's looking to be an extremely faithful adaptation. In the official trailer above, it's revealed that the game is being developed in-house. The company even threw some delicious shade at Poe's main mobile competitor, Diablo Immortal. This should mean that core gameplay elements remain intact. That said, there's a reason why developers rely on studios with more mobile development experience. Expect Poe Mobile to have a long and winding development period. For now, Path of Exile Mobile is still listed as an experimental title, so it's entirely possible that it never sees an official release date. Stay tuned for more news on this one. Back in November 2018, developer Blizzard Entertainment announced it's working on Diablo Immortal, its second mobile game. The title is being developed from the ground up, so it's not a port of a previous Diablo PC or console game. The storyline takes place between the events of Diablo 2 and 3. The Archangel Tyrell is believed to be dead, while the Worldstone has been shattered into various fragments. Those Worldstone segments are the source of new and ancient evil creatures who want to use the stone's power to take over the land. The game lets you choose from 6 classes: Barbarian, Monk, Wizard, Crusader, Demon Hunter, and Necromancer, with each one having a set of at least 12 skills. You'll be able to explore and fight in 9 outdoor areas. There are also new creatures never seen before in a Diablo title. The game is already listed on the Play Store and had a brief alpha test. Surprisingly, fans and press alike reacted positively. Stay tuned for an official release date soon. Townscaper became a kind of sleeper hit on Steam in 2020, and it's slated for release on Android in summer of 2021. If you haven't already heard of it, it's one of the most relaxing and satisfying city-building games ever released. There are no objectives or narrative elements, just empty space waiting to be developed. The game is incredibly simple, with few on-screen controls or options. Essentially, you just click, or in this case, tap on a spot on the screen to construct a bridge, road, house, tower, or something else entirely. What exactly gets built is determined by the game's algorithm, not by you, so it always ends up fitting in perfectly with its surroundings. Check out the developer's Twitter for the latest news and retweets of creative towns made by users. H1Z1 is a battle royale game similar to PUBG and Fortnite. You jump out of an airplane with up to 150 other players and start looking for guns, ammo, and other supplies once you land. Then it's time to go on the hunt and take down as many opponents as possible. The last one standing wins. The play zone gets smaller throughout the game, bringing players closer together and making sure you're always on your toes. Just like in PUBG. There are vehicles available so you can get from place to place faster. You can play solo or team up with 1 or even 4 other players. H1Z1 isn't as popular as PUBG or Fortnite, but it still has millions of devoted fans. It's free to play and available on PS4 and PC. The company has confirmed a mobile version is in the works, but there are no details on when it's coming. We'll update this list as soon as we know more. One of the last things fans expected from the June 24 Pokémon presence was a Pokémon mobile MOBA game. But that's just what they got in Pokémon Unite. The game lets you take direct control of some of your favorite Pokémon in a 5 vs 5 arena battle. The standard MOBA formula has been somewhat adapted for Pokémon, with gameplay that favors capturing wild Pokémon and depositing them in certain zones to get points. There are 2 lanes instead of 3 and no turrets. But apart from that, gameplay appears very similar to popular MOBAs like League of Legends or Dota 2. The game is being developed by Tencent's heavy hitter team at Victr Studios, which has previously worked on 2 of the most popular games around, PUBG Mobile and COD Mobile. We still don't have a release date, but we should be hearing more about Pokémon Unite soon. New mobile games in an established console or PC series are often dumbed-down versions that straddle the line between game and slot machine, but Nier Reincarnation seeks to buck that trend. Although it is developed by a mobile-focused, the game will be produced by Yasuke Sato and directed by Yoko Taro. Just like the hit titles Nier Automata and its prequel Nier, the two have stated that the game doesn't feel like a smartphone game. The goal is not to cash in on the brand, but rather create something interesting. The trailer above shows an absolutely gorgeous game that seems to be more about platforming and exploration than action. The game released in Japan in February 2021, with a worldwide release coming soon. As of writing, the game is being localized into English. Summoner's War was one of the first mobile games to achieve enormous popularity. This upcoming Android and iOS game will let you relive the excitement in a brand new way. Even if you've long moved on to other games, Summoner's War still holds a special place in many people's hearts as their first mobile game addiction. Summoner's War Chronicles is a real-time MMORPG that takes place 70 years before the events of the original game. In it, players can select teams of 3 characters, each of which can summon 3 monsters. These summoned armies take on massive bosses with the help of other players around the world. This is just a first game in Com2Us's efforts to expand the Summoner's War universe, so expect to hear about more games soon. As for a release date, it's currently slated for June 2021. Download now. Fan favorite series The Witcher got a hit Netflix show earlier this year, and now it's time for a brand new mobile game. The title is being developed by Spokko, which CD Projekt purchased 2 years ago specifically to work on a new mobile game. We now know that the game will put you in the shoes of an early Witcher, hundreds of years before Geralt of Rivia, to travel around the real world hunting monsters. That's right. The Witcher is getting the Pokémon Go treatment. The game promises console-quality visuals and a robust crafting system to make potions, traps, and more. As of now, there is no confirmed release date, but there will be a soft launch sometime in May. Click the link below to learn more. Download now. DAuntless is a free-to-play co-op action RPG that's currently available for PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. The developer said the mobile version of the game is currently in the early concept phase and did not provide an exact time frame for when it will be released. You step into the shoes of a slayer, and your job is to take down monsters known as behemoths. You can hunt solo or team up with up to 3 other slayers. With every kill, you get crafting materials that you can then use to make weapons to take on even scarier monsters. Like the console and PC versions, DAuntless on Android will likely be a free-to-play title that requires a constant internet connection. Download now.